problem carefully. And then for each of the problems, you're going to identify if the trait exhibits incomplete dominance, codominance, complete, and overdominance. Okay, question? And okay, so let's move on to the next one. Multiple alleles. So let's move on with the multiple alleles. So please take note, so multiple alleles is one of the exceptions to the rule, because if we're going to look at the trait, okay, before we are actually explaining that each trait is represented by two alleles or a gene pair. So there is some exception to the rule. One is actually the blood type. You're only pertaining to one trait, and that is the blood type. But you have three alleles which controls the blood typing. Did you get that? Okay. So the first one, we call this one as the APO blood type. So for the blood type A, you know that the genotype of this can be homozygous or heterozygous. Okay? So blood type A has a genotype of AA or AO. Okay? What is the relationship of A and O in the dominance relationship? Oh, can you analyze now? If we're going to go back with the different dominance relationship, from what you have learned, what is the relation of A and O? They are why complete?
Because even though there's the blood type exhibiting is A.
Okay. So the blood type heterozygous condition still gives you a phenotype of the homozygous dominant, which is A, blood type A. Okay. For B, you have there two genotypes still. One is the homozygous, and the other one would be heterozygous. Still, you have here the D, B, and then the DO. Okay? So, what is the relationship again of B to O? Complete dominance. Okay? Because having your heterozygous condition or heterozygous condition rather, okay, you still have the phenotype of the homozygous dominant B. Let's move on to the next one. You have there AB. And then the genotype is AB. What is the relationship between A and B? What is the relationship between A and B? Oh. Why codominance? Okay. So it's actually a codominance because both type A and B is appearing on the phenotype. Okay? And of course, the last one would be O. There is only one genotype for O because this is the recessive trait. And that is homozygous recessive O. Did you get that? Okay. Questions so far? So did you get the relationship? Are you sure? Let's move on. So how are we going to perform or solve the problem with regards to the multiple alleles? Okay? So here's the sample problem. In a recent case in Spokane, Washington, a young woman accused the soldier of being the father of her child. The soldier, of course, denied it. The soldier's lawyer demanded for the blood type test to be taken to prove the innocence of his client. The following results were obtained. Alleged father, type O. The mother would be type A, and the child is type AB. The court found the soldier guilty on the basis of the woman's remarkable memory for the dates. Okay? and details on the apparently eliminated for all the possible fathers. What are the genotypes of the 3 people? How are we going to solve for this one? For the blood types. Okay, so you have to look for the possible genotypes for each of the parent. Who would like to do it on the board? Who would like to do it on the board? Oh. Abi.
Ang kamukha mo na, ampun ka pa.
Okay, so for